What's good, everybody? It's the Cloudable Cavs Show. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to all the families. Yes, I get it. You know, there's some disturbing facts dealing with Thanksgiving all the way back to the 1500s, where we have to understand where the Europeans came and really took the Native Americans' land. I get that. But I feel like as a society today, in 2020, we are the generation of change. We are the generation to spread love and not hatred, not kill each other, not eye for an eye, but instead we're going to turn the other cheek and we're going to spread peace, love, and happiness. And to me, what I look at Thanksgiving is not the bad things that happened in the past, is really a time to where you get to see family you haven't seen in a while, to where you get to gather around and talk and just bond that to the people that you really don't contact with, right, during the whole year. So to me, Thanksgiving is one of the most important holidays to me, just the simple fact that you get to spend time with your family. Right, I feel like when you spend time with your family, those minutes are valued, right? Because we don't know when the elderly are gonna pass away. You know, I've seen it in my life, and I know people out there have seen it in their lives where, you know, the older people pass away and then the next generation comes, and we're kind of the next generational wave, right? We are the next generation of change, of love, of spreading that. So to me, the whole Thanksgiving, it's amazing. Obviously, a lot of people get food filled up with full food. They get really full. So to me, it's amazing. But we have to understand there are people out there that don't have families, that are getting together, that are living on the streets right now. So to me, I feel like don't take anything for granted out there. You understand? So like, yes, I get it. You know, you might see a relative you don't really like, but just imagine there's other people that have it way harder. There's other people that don't go to family gatherings, that don't have families. You know what I'm saying? So let's not take that for granted. But the whole Thanksgiving tradition is amazing. Like I said, you get to see family in football, NFL, you know, and obviously the Cowboys, they play every single time on Thanksgiving, and that's a tradition. I'm speaking of the Cowboys, they play the Washington team today on Thanksgiving. Amazing, right? I mean, obviously both these teams will miss the playoffs this year. Kind of disturbing. And we have to understand the Dallas Cowboys, they year in and year out, they have talent after talent after talent, dude. They really do. They have so much talent, but yet they keep coming up short. And I understand they lost their star quarterback in Dak. He got hurt. I get that. But Andy Dalton, you know, last week he had a pretty good game versus Minnesota. And they beat Minnesota last week. And I really thought they were definitely going to lose last week. And they really surprised me. And this is why I'm kind of going with the Dallas Cowboys over the Washington team today. Strictly for the fact that, look, Zeke, he's finally getting back to the Zeke Elliott that we're used to seeing, the hungry Zeke. Last game over 100 yards rushing on 21 carries versus Minnesota. That's what I want to see with the Dallas Cowboys. I want to see him feed Zeke at least 20 carries every game. That's how it should be every single game for Zeke. They gave him over 100 mil, and it makes sense because he's deserved that. No doubt about it. Zeke, to me, one of the best running backs in the league. Top 3 in my opinion. No doubt about it. And the Cowboys come into this game as 3-point favorites versus the Washington team. And it makes sense. 46 is the over-under. I would go with the over in this game. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think we're going to see an offensive fair. Alex Smith, look, last week he had 166 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick versus Cincinnati. Got the dub. Let's not forget that. But my whole thing, look at Alex Smith's journey. And this is the definition of never giving up on your dreams, dude. He had over 15 surgeries, I believe it was 2017 or 2018, and finally came back, and now he's starting. This is amazing. What a journey for Alex Smith. Salute to Alex Smith of never giving up. But for the Cowboys, Andy Dalton's going to have to play a good game. I'm talking, you know, if he throws over 2 interceptions this game, I expect him to lose on Thanksgiving. I really do. I expect him to lose today if he does not play well. But I like the Cowboys at home. Like I said, this is a tradition of Thanksgiving where the Cowboys always play every Thanksgiving. To me, it's amazing. And another team that always plays on Thanksgiving is the Detroit Lions. The Texans at the Detroit Lions. I want to see the Lions win because, like I said, they always host a game on Thanksgiving Day. It's awesome, right? But I think the Texans, really the difference maker is Deshaun Watson, their quarterback. Signed a 4-year deal over the offseason for $160 million. Look, dude, I love Deshaun Watson. 2,883 yards passing with 20 touchdowns and only 5 picks. Dude, this kid is the future for Texans. No doubt about it. He's the future in Houston. I think, like I said, a week in and week out, they need to add more more talent around Deshaun Watson. Add more talent, add more pieces on the defensive end, and really help him out. Because I do think once you add that for Deshaun Watson, I think moving in the future, they can be a dangerous team in the future. I'm saying next year, 2021, 2022, 2023, I really do think they can do something. Stafford didn't have a good game last week. Look, he's got over 2,500 yards passing with 17 TDs and 7 interceptions. Look, Stafford, I've gave him some hate in the past. Look, I just think you're in Detroit. You have to understand that. You're with the Detroit Lions. The whole organization isn't the greatest organization. It's not like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the New England Patriots, the Seattle Seahawks, champions. Okay, so to me, it's definitely a different atmosphere, but I'm not going to give up on Stafford. I think he's going to stay in Detroit for a while. But are they ever going to win a Super Bowl? Is Matt Stafford ever going to win a Super Bowl in Detroit? No, he will not. I'm sorry to burst your guys' bubble. Adrian Peterson still in the league. This year, over 100 carries for 389 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's amazing to me that Adrian Peterson is still in the league today. Isn't that crazy to me? But to me, it's like we get it. His ability to really break tackles and go. Adrian Peterson's weakness is definitely holding on to the football. I get that. But Adrian Peterson will go down as one of the best running backs to ever play the game. He's got to be. Straight out of Oklahoma. Shout out to Adrian Peterson. But my pick of the day, obviously, Lions. I want to see the Lions win, but I'm going with the Houston Texans. I'm going with the Houston Texans strictly because of Deshaun Watson. I think he's a difference maker. I think he throws the ball down the field and really gets him going. I really do. 52 is the over. 52.5 is the over-under. I would say go with the under in this pick. I think it's going to be in the 20s, somewhere around there. I think the max would be like 50. So I would go with the under in this pick. But I'm definitely going with the Texans. I get it. A lot of people are going to Detroit Lions because it's Thanksgiving, because they host it all the time. But look, I'm going to the Texans. I'll take the 3 points. No doubt about it. I'm going with the Texans. And then we got tomorrow's game, Friday. We got my team, Notre Dame versus North Carolina. I bring this up because this is Notre Dame's one of the biggest games, second biggest game of their schedule. No doubt about it. North Carolina is no pushover. Sam Howell, their quarterback, North Carolina's quarterback, he's legit. He's got 2,631 yards passing with 23 touchdowns and only 6 picks. Dude, crazy to me. This is a huge game. D. Brown, their star receiver, he's got 45 receptions on 829 yards and 8 touchdowns. Look, North Carolina can score at will. They can score at will. 68 is the over-under in this game for tomorrow for Notre Dame. So I would lean more towards the over, which sounds ridiculous, right? But I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Now, if you think Notre Dame's going to hold North Carolina, definitely go with the under then. No doubt about it. But like I said, the bread and butter's my spreads. So to me, Notre Dame at 5.5, I like that. Notre Dame, this is a must-win game for you. You got to win every single game from here on out. You have to beat Bama. You have to beat Clemson twice in order to make the playoffs. No doubt, dude. You have to. Ian Book, he's got 1,818 yards passing with 11 touchdowns and only 1 pick. Their star running back, Notre Dame's, Williams, he's got 777 yards rushing with 10 touchdowns. He's legit. I think if Book gets the play action going with Williams and throws the ball down the field, and if Williams rushes for over 100 yards, no doubt about it, I like Notre Dame. Like I said, this is a must-win game for Notre Dame and Brian Kelly. This is, like I said, the second biggest game of right now of their season, dude. They cannot slip. This is a playoff game. From here on out for Notre Dame, every single game is a playoff game. No doubt, dude, you have to win. So, to me, if Notre Dame loses tomorrow, I'm going to freak because I'm not expecting that. But overall, I'm going with Notre Dame tomorrow, no doubt about it. But like I said today, the Washington team, Cowboys, I'm going Cowboys at 3. I'll take that all day, every day. It's a tradition. Thanksgiving, baby. I love it. And then, like I said, I'm going with the Texans over the Detroit Lions. It's Thanksgiving. Spend time with your family. Like I said, you just never know. You really don't. You don't know when so-and-so is going to pass away. This is just real life. Real life scenarios I'm trying to give you. You just don't know. Tell that significant other that you love them. Tell them that you will give them a call later on in the future. Spend time with the loved ones. Because like the Godfather said, a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man. That's real life, real shit. So to me, I think sports really goes hand in hand with Thanksgiving. You get together, you watch the NFL, you watch these games, you watch the Detroit Lions, you watch the Cowboys. It's just part of the tradition, and don't eat too much, right? But I feel like most people on Thanksgiving, they gain a lot of pounds. That's just part of it. But I think moving in the future, no doubt, spend time with your family. Like I said, you just never know. Don't take your blessings for granted. It's so easy to look at the small picture, but look at the bigger picture, dealing with Thanksgiving and what it represents and getting around your loved ones. So it's the Cloudwood Cow Show, baby. It's